Hello and welcome to another review of a comic book. Before I start this review, I just want to say that in my last video, the video that is basically telling you about new comic book news and my new comic book collection, I said that I was pretty mad about I got the second Spider-Man Noir without even knowing it, and then, yeah. Well, I found the first one yesterday. I had to call all the comic book stores in my town, and finally, I found it. And so, yeah, I was pretty lucky. It was the last one they had. It was the last one in the city, and I think I'm pretty damn lucky. Okay, so let's get to the review. The Umbrella Academy by Gerard Way, lead singer from My Chemical Romance. I'm not the biggest fan of My Chemical Romance. I do like their songs. I do listen to them sometimes, but I don't. And also, I'll say this right now. Subscribe to my friend's channel, Greg Condrack, because he is a big fan of Gerard Way, singer from My Chemical Romance, and he also did a review of this one and the second one. I will be posting a review of the second one too, but later on, so you should probably check out his videos and subscribe to him and stuff like that. Okay. I didn't like the art at first for this story, but the art kind of grew on me after a while. I kind of started to appreciate it more, and I found out that it really goes with the comic book. Yeah, so there's another art thing I will mention right now. I've heard this from a reviewer. I haven't read any Hellboy whatsoever. I have seen the movies, but I guess it doesn't really compare. So, Gabriel Bazart, the person who did the Umbrella Academy art, looks the same. Like, his art looks the same as Mike Mignola's art, who did Hellboy. So, the reviewer who said that was, blows himself up, dude. Don't say I'm just copying him, because, well, I kind of am, but I am saying that I did copy him, and so go to his video, and check that out. Let's get to the story. Okay, so, let me catch my breath. Okay. 43 children were born. The mothers showed no signs of pregnancy whatsoever. Then Sir Reginald Hargreavings, not a collector, well, I guess you could call him a collector, an inventor, an explorer, collects 7 children and gives the children numbers, not names. That's why I think Sir Reginald Hargreavings doesn't love them, because the Kraken mentions it, sometimes the children mention it. They're not allowed to call him father, they are only allowed to call him sir, and nothing else. So, yeah. But this is, the main thing that I didn't like about this whole part in the Umbrella Academy. There's a story gap for 20 years. You can't have a story gap for 20 years in a comic, people. But it basically explains barely anything. This is what it explains right now. During that time, all you know is that the public gives all the superheroes names. Space Boy, gets in an accident and he has a gorilla body. The rumor has a family. Okay? That's all you know. Also, there's one more thing, but it's kind of before. This is a key point in the story. Number 5, he goes forward into time, and he travels into time, obviously, and he sees the end of the world. So that you just keep that in your mind, and it'll be mentioned later. the the team of superheroes regroup at the Umbrella Academy because of Sir Hargreaves' death. Except for number 7, and I should also mention this before the other part of the story continues. Number 7 has no superpowers, and she always feels kind of left out, and she doesn't really like her family. So yeah. Okay. The the orchestra turns number 7, so yeah, they turn number 7 into the white violin. And the white violin is the most powerful of them all. When she plays her violin, it makes people die. And that is pretty cool. That's a pretty cool superpower. If I could play violin, that'd be cool. Okay. The white violin wants to take over the world. Typical superhero. Supervillain. The Umbrella Academy tries to stop her. Yeah. And the reason why I think this comic works so good is because they're brothers and sisters. They've been together their whole life, and they have to fight one another. I think that's pretty cool. Yet again, that is my opinion. So you might have your own opinion about this story, but that is my opinion. The white violin hurts the Rumor's throat, so Space Boy takes her to the hospital, which is a pretty smart thing to do in my opinion. But all the other superheroes, and they're like, dude, why are you leaving the battle? Just let that bitch die. And I think that's a douche move. Not 0.5. Number 5 shoots the white violin in the back of the head. Okay, that is pretty damn cool. So, the white violin isn't dead. She has brain damage though, so you will see that more in the second book. Now I will explain their numbers and their superpowers and stuff. Number 1, Space Boy. He basically has a gorilla body, so he can do everything a gorilla can. He's super strong, stuff like that. Number 2, Kraken. He's really good with knives. That's it. That is pretty much it. Have you ever played Black Ops? Or have you ever seen on YouTube Bullets Cross Map Tomahawks? He could do that. He's probably one of the people that could do that, but in real life. Okay? So that's how good he is with knives. He is insanely good with knives. Then, number 3, the Rumor. The Rumor, she has a very original superpower. If she tells you anything, it automatically happens. Like, if she's like, I heard a rumor that you gave me ice cream. That person would give you ice cream. Number 4, Seance. Okay. He can contact dead people and use their superpowers. That's a pretty damn cool superpower right there. Number 5, he doesn't really have a name, but his superpower is that, he can travel forward into time,